All right, it is time for some piano. Hi everyone, welcome, welcome. We are so excited today because we are going to be playing another great song from our Adults Greatest Hits piano learning series, which is going to be really great today. But before we actually get started, if you could do a couple things for me. If you could like and share this video, you know that helps me bring even more people to my channel who might be looking for a piano teacher just like me. If you don't mind subscribing. Subscribing is important for my metrics, right? So how I measure the success and the reception of the videos that I'm making, right? So if you're subscribing, you're showing me that you like what I'm doing and the content that I'm bringing is valuable to you. So go ahead and subscribe. Next, we operate on a Discord server, and I would love to see you on there, right? I've had so many great YouTube students that have shifted over to Discord to get that feedback from me, that interaction, and to be a part of a really fun and supportive piano learning community. So join us. And last but definitely not least, I operate on a donation basis. So if you find that these lessons are valuable to you, if you're getting a lot out of them, and you want to keep my lessons free, sign up as a patron, right? So my patrons get special treatment because they have made that financial commitment to me every single month. And I have different tiers from $5 a month up to $90 a month if you're looking for some private lessons. So join us as a patron as well. All right, excellent, wonderful. I'm so excited. Let's get started. So our song today is on page 6 and 7, and it's the iconic Puff the Magic Dragon. This is a great song if you grew up as a, like a elder millennial like myself or Gen X. You will recognize this song, okay? Puff the Magic Dragon is just such a fun song, and it's actually very accessible for the adult beginner. It has a lot of things that we've already learned about, like playing in 4/4 time. We've learned some sharps, and we also have played in middle D position. It's very much like, I think it was Edelweiss. We also played in middle D position. So, Puff the Magic Dragon. Let's dive in, okay? All right, so looking here, at the beginning, I see my tempo is moderately fast, okay? It's not going to be too quick, but it's not going to be too slow either. It's going to be something in between, okay? Think of like a moderato, okay? I also see, again, like I mentioned before, 4/4 time, so 4 beats in the measure, middle D position, and it looks like we have a nice mezzo forte to begin the song, okay? I see some slur patterns across our first and second lines. So we're going to try and make it as smooth as we possibly can, okay? Now, I typically would start this by teaching it hands apart, but because it lends itself to being able to be played with both hands at the same time without much, let's say, complication, then let's just try it hands together to begin. We will make sure that it's nice and slow. All right, let's do this. All right, so looking here at piano view, it always looks so nice. We are going to be in that middle D position. I'm going to put my left hand pinky 5 on my G below middle C. I'm going to match up my right hand thumb finger 1 on that D. And then that way it puts us with the finger 4 on that G for the right hand. Okay? Now, the right hand follows this interesting pattern rhythmically. Has a dotted quarter 8th note, quarter, quarter with half note, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So that way we feel that syncopation there with the dotted quarter, okay? Here we go. We're starting with the 3 and 5 in the left hand and a finger 4 in the right hand, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. G, 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 F sharp with a B, down to D, up to C and E, to G, G, down to D and B, 2, 3, D, C, C, again at measure 9. G, 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 F sharp and B, down to D. E, E, G, G, D with a B. 2, 3. D, C, C, D, C, B, D, G, G, C and E, G and F sharp and D, A with a G and B, 2, D. Good, and I'm going to stop you right there. Okay, so let's talk. That was quite interesting there in the beginning because the theme, right? The theme, Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu, right? Yeah, it's not a little rusty today. That's okay. So that theme itself, it repeats itself. Did you notice that when we began measure 9 and played until the end of page 1, the theme was very prevalent again. Same notes, nearly identical rhythm. The only changes that we actually heard were in the lyrical changes, right? And then the closing measure at measure 15, other fancy stuff. That measure on the bottom line, third measure, that was the only real difference that we had at the ending of that phrase, okay? But this is how it goes. This is how this song is. We hear the theme, it's presented to us. Then it's presented again. The chorus is also the theme. It does the same thing. So at 17 through 24, it's going to sound familiar. And then again at 25 to the end, same thing, okay? This is cool because we don't necessarily have to work as hard at looking at each and every note and each and everything happening here. We can give ourselves a day to learn the first 2 lines, the theme. And then the next 2 lines, 9 through 16. Give yourself a day or 2 days to learn that, right? And then this song is truly, in my brain, a 7 to 10 day song. You will have this mastered, okay? Keep in mind those sharps as they come up. Give yourself a good pencil mark every now and then, which I'm going to do too because I tend to forget those, especially the sharps in the left hand, okay? They do come up. So I'm going to play the first page again in piano view, a hair faster, and I am not going to say anything, okay? I want you to use your eyes and your ears to notice those melodic and harmonic changes, okay? You got this, okay? Here we go. All right. Looking here, let's find ourselves in that middle D position again. All right, we're starting at the very beginning. 1, 2, ready, play. Very nice. Now, see, it's not really as complicated as what it probably looks like because it looks like quite a long song, doesn't it? 2 pages, 4 lines each, that's 8 lines of music. That could be a lot to learn, right? But when we break it down and we notice how many times this theme is presented, it really, really cuts down on, you know, the anxiety of having to learn such a long song, okay? So now instead you've got to focus on something called stamina, right? Being able to sustain a melodic phrase from beginning all the way to the end. Tell the whole story, right? The whole story of Puff the Magic Dragon. So with that, let's go through the second page, okay? Starting at measure 17 and play to the end. This chorus begins it, so it'll be very recognizable. I'll say some note names here and there, spotted. And then as we go into the closing phrase, or the second time we're singing the chorus, you'll recognize it as well. And I'll say a few spot notes here or there, okay? Pay close attention. Here we go. All right, wonderful. So now we're in the same position, middle D position, okay? Middle D position puts our thumbs on the D, okay? And we've got our left hand on a 5 and a 3, G and B, and our finger 4 right hand on the G, okay? Starting at measure 17, let me count off. 1, 2, ready, play. G, F sharp, D, G, 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 A, F sharp, G, A. 25. G, G, E, G, F sharp, A, G, 2, G, B, and D. Very good, yeah. So starting there at measure 31, it starts to get a little different, right? So like I said, the phrases themselves that repeat themselves, this theme that keeps presenting itself 4 different times, they're similar, right? They're not identical, but they are similar, okay? So looking with that lens at the last line of page 7, measure 31, we notice there's a little bit more interest in breaking down the chords of the left hand into a melodic presentation rather than harmonic. So they take it and they broke it down. It's a C, G, and then up a step, D, A, and then a rest, okay? So measure 31 and 32 left hand. This is what we'll hear. Up to D, A, and then a rest, right? G, and then a third. Very nice. It's a really nice ending, okay? I like that they threw that in there because, you know, the left hand for the majority of this piece, it's just kind of in support of the right hand in this case. So it gives it a little bit of interest there at the end. So how about we do this? Let's play measures 25 to the end again, and we will see if we can play that really, really nicely, okay? Let's do it. All right, look in there. Measure 25, then that middle D position. This is the final presentation of our theme, or the second time we go through the chorus, okay? That extended melodic presentation at the end in the left hand will be very important to get, okay? Let's see if we can do it together. 1, 2, ready, play. Here's your ending. It's pretty. It's a nice little song. I think this one would make actually a really nice little recital song if somebody wanted to play it. And we do have a recital coming up. So if you are learning this out in the wild and you want to join us for a recital, hop on Discord so you can learn more about that, okay? All right, I think Puff the Magic Dragon, we should honor the tempo that's written, so moderately fast. So we can try this piece all the way through now. Hands together, moderately fast. So we're going to bump up that tempo a little bit, okay? Are you ready to try with me? You got this, friends. Here we go. All right. Looking there, very nice. Middle D position. Let's get started. 1, 2. Oh, I'm actually doing it kind of slow. Let's do it again. 1, 2, ready, play. And there you go. It's a great song. It really, really is. Yeah. It's like all those memories, right? From when I know when I was a child and things like that. Like that was like one of the films that we would watch in my household. So I'm so happy we got to learn Puff the Magic Dragon today. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a little bit shorter lesson than what we typically have, only because those repeated phrases really cut down on the time, right? So as you're practicing, break down those phrases as well. Each presentation of the theme 4 different times, you can cut it down on the work that you're putting into this song, okay? You can do this. Very, very good. All right. Well, quick notes. I'm on Patreon. Yeah. So Patreon's so important for me. This is where my super fans are, right? So I've got 94 super fans that are totally committed to me financially. They see the value in what I'm bringing every single week here on YouTube. I have a blast doing it. And I know I'm helping so many people across the globe learn piano in a format and in a presentation that's fun, that's inviting, and that is really, really something that they want to keep doing, okay? I'm like your biggest cheerleader. So if you want to join in and on supporting me, patreon.com/IzzyChia is the place to pick a tier that works for you between $5 a month and $90 a month. I'd love to have you. Again, another quick note, we've got our subscribing on YouTube. That's so important because we're here on YouTube. This is where my channel is. This is where you find all the library of amazing piano learning content here. And subscribe is the easiest thing you can do to help support. Okay, thank you so much. And then we also have our Discord. I talk about Discord a lot because I have so much fun on Discord. This is where we get the interaction. All of my piano students together, they interact and they help each other. They motivate each other I give you feedback on your songs. We host events on there. It's like so much fun, and I want you to be a part of it too. So find the invitation link in the campsite in the description of this video, okay? I want to see you. I want to get to know you. All right, thank you so much. This was fun. We had a great time. I'm so glad that you were able to enjoy this lesson of Puff the Magic Dragon. I'll see you next time. Bye.